that cannot be moved. Just as an eagle, I found freedom in you, a peace which brings me through, deserving of worship in spirit and truth. The light of life shines through. Our greatest gift was you. But Father, your love never ceases, even in the midst of my darkest days. Love, it flows like a river and never ever seems to run dry. So if all the breath in my lungs, I'll raise a hallelujah. So if all the breath in my lungs, I'll raise a hallelujah. Here in my house, the ways of your past don't define. From the dust of this earth.
Hi guys, how are you doing? I hope you are doing well. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth, for those who don't know me. Today I am baking cheese scones. I have my ingredients here already lined up. I have cheese, stock margarine for baking powder. I'm gonna use a pinch of salt, a milk here, fresh milk. I have flour here at the side, my mixing bowl, and my baking tray here. So I'm going to use 4 cups of flour and 4 teaspoons of baking powder. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's 4 cups of flour. I'm now adding 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and then I'm going to add a pinch of salt. Not too much, just a little bit. I'm now adding cheese. And butter. And we mix it up. I'm now going to add some milk. You can always use buttermilk or amasi if you want to, but fresh milk always does the job. I'm not gonna add too much because I don't want the dough to be too soft. Okay, I've already used a cup of milk here. I think I'm gonna have to add a little bit again. Okay, let me use a half cup and see how it is going to look like. 1.5 cup. And then I'll add another half cup in C. Okay, that means I've added 2 cups of milk. Let me just see how it's going to look like. Okay, I have already added 2 cups and a quarter of milk. If you are going to try this recipe, just add your milk gradually so that you make sure that your dough is not too soft. I think it's okay now as it is. I am now going to cut the scones.
PM, I'm stalling. 12 AM, I'm waiting for your call. Yeah. Lord, I'm tired of running. Yeah, yeah. Cause every time I run, I seem to fall. Yeah. I wanna go back to the way we used to be. But if I come back right now, I think I ran just far enough. I think it's time to embrace love. Who could love me through my highs and lows? Who can make me feel so vulnerable?
Let's now place the scones into the baking tray. I am now going to put this into the oven. Remember always to preheat your oven before baking. Okay, the scones are now ready.
Summer, if we do vulnerable summer, then it's like, if we want to do it next summer, then what do we call it? Vulnerable summer, volume 2. If we want to drop a mixtape.
Scones are now ready. I always bake them for 15 to 20 minutes max. I forgot to mention when I started baking that I used only 100 grams of margarine stock for baking margarine, only 100 grams. And also remember, with cheese scones, you don't have to use eggs and you don't have to use vanilla. The ingredients to be used is flour, plain flour with baking powder, or you can use self-raising flour, and then your butter or margarine, pinch of salt, and cheese with milk, fresh milk or amasi or buttermilk. That is what you can use.
Messiah reigns, everlasting love dwells. The one who is and will always remain. The wonders of Christ are still fail to explain. But Father, your love never ceases, even in the midst of my darkest days. Love flows like a river and never ever seems to run dry. So if all the breath in my lungs, I'll raise a hallelujah. So if all the breath in my lungs, I'll raise a hallelujah.
After baking, you can now enjoy this with a little bit of butter, apricot jam, any type of jam that you have in your household. Even cream, you can have it with cream and jam.